there, my name is Monica Queen, and I'm with the Yale Gordon College of Arts and Sciences at the University of Baltimore. And today I'm going to be speaking with Betsy Boyd, Assistant Professor and Director of our MFA in Creative Writing and Publishing Arts graduate program at UB. Betsy and I are going to do a little bit of Q&A, and our hope is that we can give a prospective student or anyone who might be interested in the MFA program just a little bit more information about what the program is like, the courses, what to expect, the faculty, the admission process, and all that good stuff. So Betsy, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Monica. It's good to see you.
Good to see you as well. And we can go ahead and get started. I guess we can start with, tell us about who should apply to the MFA program and what kind of professional and or writing goals should they have?
I think that the best candidate is somebody who's ready to write a book, ready to learn how to become a master of one genre. And by genre, I mean fiction, memoir, or poetry. So professional goals would be learning how to draft and redraft a narrative or a set of poems, to take feedback well, learning to give feedback well, and just progress as a true writer who does it every day. Seriousness is a good quality.
Sure. Awesome. So let's say I'm ready. I think I'm ready to apply to the program. What are the things that I need to have in place in order to begin the admission process?
If you're ready to apply, you need to submit the basic application, which is really simple, and provide a short statement of purpose, just a couple pages. We like to know what you enjoy about writing. We like to know why our program is the right match for you, and just get a little bit of a sense of you, your personality. Again, it's brief, 2 letters of recommendation and a 15 to 20 page work sample. And that should just be your best work.
Awesome. Sounds good. And so what distinguishes our MFA program from other similar writing or MFA programs at other universities?
Well, our program is the only one in the region and one of the few in existence that involves deep, deep focus, of course, in creative writing with a visual component. Our students learn how to use InDesign. They learn to lay out the pages of their manuscript, their thesis manuscript that they complete in the last year of the program, to design the cover. Soup to nuts, the whole design aspect is something that they do with the guidance of professors. And that's just a very cool skill. It's like a 1-2 punch, in my view, in the job place. Your writing is at its top level, it's polished. You also have these design abilities that not that many people possess. And certainly the combination is rare.
Awesome.
So that really helps us stand apart.
Gotcha. That makes sense. And tell us, I guess, about the requirements for the program. How many credits and how long does it take the typical student to complete it? And do you find that you're able to work full-time and still complete the program?
Sure. It's 48 credits. Okay. The average amount of time it takes to complete is 3 years. Some people take a little bit longer. They choose to. It's possible, perhaps, to do it a little more quickly, but we really believe that that 3-year minimum is wise, because we want you to come in and grow and really become a seasoned professional writer during your time. You can certainly work. Almost everyone works full-time. All of our classes start at 5:30 or later, and we really cater to that professional person who has got something else going on all day. We're understanding in that way.
Awesome. So you mentioned a little while ago the thesis project or the thesis course. It's the culmination really of someone's studies in the program. So can you tell us a little bit more about that? And I think you have samples to show us, maybe show us a couple of examples.
I do, yes. So the thesis year, which is often the 3rd year, as I mentioned, it's a 3-year program typically. Thesis is 3 classes. The fall is about bringing in the pages that you feel great about. It's at least 50 pages of material, working with your cohort and your professor of that semester to make those pages the best that they can be. You're also working toward the design aspect. You're starting to envision what the book will be called, what it's going to look like. And in the spring, you really get to dive in and make the book. Decide on the typography, decide on the flavor of, maybe some illustrations that you want to include in the manuscript. Mm-hmm. And again, the cover is such an exciting thing, and that's on you too. You also, though, spend that spring semester rewriting and giving birth, for lack of a better phrase, I think that's the right one, to brand new ideas and brand new pages that you didn't know you were going to create. I've even seen some people write an entire manuscript that spring semester. Great things happen, unpredictable things happen. And some of our books are, yes, here. They're glorious. They're always glorious. They're different sizes, completely different stories, narratives, mm-hmm. styles of poetry.
And those covers are designed by the students themselves.
All made by the students, every bit of the book. And then the students design websites. We help them with that. They market the books. These are terrific calling cards. When you get out of grad school, you've actually got a book that you can really be proud of. Students sell these books for years to come. They also, in many cases, sign with agents, mm-hmm. continue to write other books that they may not necessarily design, but maybe they do. Some have started printing presses mm-hmm. and helped others make books. So it's just a fun aspect of the program.
It sounds like it. That's great. So besides yourself, who else teaches in the program? Tell us a little bit about the faculty who teach in the program.
Sure. Yes, Jane DeLaurie mm-hmm. is a fiction professor. She's a very wonderful thinker and guides our students beautifully. Marion Winnick teaches memoir. She's published more than a dozen books. She is an incredible editor. Don't mess with Marion. And Stephen Leva is a poet, and he's a magician. He can make every poet I've seen come through the program much better. Even those who start out just so skilled, he's really phenomenal that way.
Awesome.
And I teach nonfiction and fiction. And we all write, and we all know what it's like to be in process. We talk about our writing with one another and with our students, and we consider them peers in certain ways. We really love to sit down and talk about the craft and what are we going to do next, and what are you going to do out of the program.
Fantastic. And that's a perfect segue. What do students do once they graduate from the program? What are some of our alums maybe doing now that you know about? And just what's the career outlook for students?
The career outlook is varied, but it's great. Some of our students recently have published children's books. Tracy Gold just sold a children's book. Timmy Reed signed with an agent. He's got several novels that were independently published. Anthony Mall received a Lambda Award for his book Out of Step, a memoir about being queer in the military. Lady Breon, a wonderful spoken word poet, just wrote the new script for Antigone that was produced at Center Stage. And the stories go on and on. Jobs, though, are part of the success story. People are working at the Pratt. They're working at Micah, in offices doing web-based work. They're teaching. They're teaching adjunct, and they're teaching, under contract. One of our alums was recently made a dean.
Wow.
It's very easy to conjure the examples of, great work stories. We're proud of that.
Fantastic.
And, our community is part of it. We're a super supportive community. We share contacts, we write letters for one another, and we love to see people succeed. And they're doing it.
They are. They are. Thank you so much, Betsy. I really appreciate your time today and all of the information. I hope that we answered questions for everyone who's watching, but if not, or if you have additional questions, we're going to link some relevant web pages and email addresses at the end of this video, so you can get all the information that you need. If you have any questions, reach out and we'll help you out. Thank you so much, Betsy.
Thank you, Monica.